At its height, Rome ruled over 60 million people. The question, how did a single city control them all?
Power began here, the Forum, where laws turned into orders for millions.
Rome's first weapon wasn't the sword, it was the road.
An empire this vast was held by men trained to obey without question.
Every person was counted. Data was Rome's invisible weapon.
Governors became Rome's eyes and hands across the provinces. Water was not just life, it was control. Even leisure doubled as politics in Rome.
Bread kept stomachs full, and rebellions quiet.
Faith bound the empire tighter than chains.
Obedience to Rome became obedience to destiny.
Rome's true weapon was not fear alone, but a system that touched every life.
Rome split its empire into provinces, each a piece of the puzzle of control.
Governors were Rome's enforcers abroad, wielding law and fear. With one seal, Rome's will stretched across hundreds of miles.
Taxes fueled Rome's armies, monuments, and the emperor's power.
But with power came greed. Corruption bled the provinces.
Statues turned emperors into gods, reminders of who ruled. Even pocket change carried Rome's message.
Language itself became an empire's chain. Roma. Roman law bound conquered peoples under a single system.
Every province lived under the shadow of Rome's legions.
Egypt's grain fed Rome. Cutting supply meant cutting power.
Every road led to Rome, and every road carried Rome's will. Information was Rome's silent army.
Rome mastered control by turning neighbors into rivals.
Through law, taxes, propaganda, and fear, Rome controlled millions, not with brute force alone, but with a system.
Rome's army wasn't just soldiers, it was a machine of control.
Discipline was brutal, but it made the legions unstoppable.
Forts dotted the empire, Rome's watchful eyes on the provinces.
Patrols kept borders secure, and rebels nervous. Fear of punishment kept loyalty ironclad.
Rome's machines crushed resistance before it spread.
The eagle was more than a symbol. It was unity in battle.
Roads weren't just trade routes, they were built for war.
Spectacle of death turned fear into obedience.
Rome's army built as well as it destroyed.
Routine made Rome's soldiers feel at home anywhere.
Walls didn't just defend, they told outsiders, stop.
Rebellion was answered with fire and chains.
Rome's army wasn't just defense. It was domination.
Rome didn't just conquer with swords. It conquered minds through images.
Emperors presented themselves not as men, but as chosen by the gods. Art wasn't neutral. It told Rome's story of glory.
News was controlled. Rome decided what stories reached the people.
Even in distant provinces, walls spoke Rome's voice.
Prophecies were used to justify expansion.
Bloodsport kept people entertained and distracted.
Bread and games kept the masses loyal.
Sacred rituals made Rome feel eternal.
Rome's secret weapon was belief. Control the story, and you control the world.
Fear forged loyalty. Loyalty forged Rome's unstoppable legions.
Rome's power stretched across continents, an empire without rival.
Its laws shape justice that echoes to this day.
Rome's roads and aqueducts became the veins of civilization. Knowledge flowed through Rome, borrowed, reshaped, preserved.
Faith gave Rome divine right to rule the earth. Every soldier's blood built the empire of stone and glory. Even in ruins, Rome whispers the memory of power.
Our laws, our cities, our empires, all carry Rome's mark.
Rome's true secret was not its armies, but its vision. And in that vision, it became the world's first superpower.